Hi y'all, this is Regina. I'm going to do another video on saving files from a group to your computer, changing the name of it from ZIPP to ZIP, and unzipping it. Alright, so first of all, if you don't have an unzipping program, software, you need to get one. I use PZIP. I love it. I've used WinZip. I've used a bunch of others. I love PZIP for what it does. So, open your browser and just type in PEAZIP. Don't do the com. Hit enter. And go right here. So this is the file name. Whichever browser you're using, let's see if I open Google. Let me go over and copy this, highlight it, Control C, go back to Google, and I Control V for paste, and I hit enter. It's going to take me to the same place. So whatever browser you're using, this is what you want to go to. When you get to this window, if you're using Windows, and hopefully you are because I can't help you with Mac, click PZIP for Windows. It should be your computer should be 64-bit, and you want to download this. Download, you click that, and it comes up, and you want to save it someplace you're going to be able to find it. So I'm going to click on my C drive. And I'm just going to save it on my C drive, PZIP, save. Okay, so it wants me to put it over here. I guess I'm going to put it on downloads then, save. Alright, so if I go over to my file manager again and open it, and I look at downloads, there's my PZIP. It's an executable file, meaning that if you double click this, it's going to automatically install it for you. Once you install it, the way that I'm going to show you how to unzip it and everything, you'll be able to use the same program I use. It's super easy. Alright, so let's get back over to, let me close out Google. And I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to close that out. All right, so we're back over here to the group. You've downloaded it, and now you want to save it. All right, so we're going to save it to the C drive, and hopefully you have a folder that you put your embroidery in, and it's called whatever, My Embroidery, Files, whatever. So you want to click on that folder that you already used to save your embroidery designs in. This is a gnome, so I would put it in my gnomes folder. If you don't have a folder called gnomes, you can click right here, new folder, and you can call it, I'm going to call it just GNOME. Okay, and you hit enter. And then you would double click that folder. Now down here, if I click right here, you see how that turned blue? See how it turned blue? Now if I click again, it doesn't turn blue, and it has a flashing cursor. See it flashing right down here at the bottom? See it flashing? Click one more time and hit your backspace once. See how the name of the file just changed to .zip, and I want to put it under C embroidery gnome. Okay, so it now says gnome, and you can't see it because it's down below the recording line, but there's a button right down here below this that says save, and you would hit save. Alright, so now when you go back to File Manager, oh please, alright, I can't do it. Let me go to Windows. I just clicked on my little Windows thing, and I want to go to, oh, there it is right there. my taskbar. Finally, it showed up. All right, so I want to go to C, I want to go to Embroidery, and I want to go to Gnome. Okay, so let's do that again. So when you open File Manager, if you have it on your taskbar or wherever you have it, you could minimize. If I minimize all these, you might have it on your desktop. Okay, so let me open this back up. Open folder back up. So you want to go to your C drive, you want to go to Embroidery, you want to go to Gnome, and here is your zip file. So if you've downloaded PZIP, I can help you. If you've downloaded another zip program, you're going to have to do whatever you know how to do. On PZIP, you right click, you go to PZIP, and you say extract to a smart new folder. And what it does is it creates a folder for this file, okay, and it unzips everything and puts it in that folder. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. I'm going to delete that, and you right click, go down to PZIP, and select extract here, smart new folder. And there's all the files. Now, within that, I've got 2 new folders. You have to do the same thing here. Right click, select PZIP, extract here. And it's going to put a folder for that. So let's do the 4x4. You're going to right click, PZIP, extract smart folder. Okay, so now here are the 4x4 designs. If you don't have the JEF file, which there's not one in here, you can import DST. Now, if you don't have software to use, let me minimize all these, and I'm going to open Embroidery Toolshed. You can get Embroidery Toolshed by going to open in your browser and go to DZGNS.com. You go to Software, click, and you want to go to Embroidery Toolshed and download it. Let's see here, right here. You just scroll down and download it. Once you download it and install it, I don't know if it gives you, yes, it gives you an executable file, which means download it to your downloads folder right here, and then come back and double click on it and it will install it. All right, so once it's installed, open it up, and it's going to have a hard time because I've got so many windows opened. All right, so there it's opened. Not right now. All right, so we're going to go File, Open, and we're going to go over to this PC, and we're going to go to C drive, and my drive's so full. And we're going to go to the Embroidery folder, and we're going to go to Gnome, and we're going to double click, and we're going to open up the 4x4 design. Okay, so there's the applique, and here is the 4x4. Now, since there's not a JEF file in here, you can bring in any of these files that you want. Let's just pick that one. Now, you want to say File, Save As, and you can click down here and look for your JEF. Let's see, J-E-F. There it is, J-E-F right there. And you're going to say, I want to put it in the same folder. I'm going to say save. All right, so there is your design. So now if you want to watch it draw a stitch out, you can click right here. And let's see here, where did I see that? Oh, let's do it a little faster. There it goes. So this is stitching out for you what it would do on your machine. Dexter, stop. Sorry. So it would look just like when I'm on the computer, when I'm on my machine stitching it out for you. There is a YouTube video that shows you how to do the applique, but not the fill. But this is doing just the fill. This is doing the background stitching right now. And I think this is as fast as it goes. Oh my goodness. And it might have something to do with my computer. So it's going to do his shoes now and his beard. And will it let me go over to the next color? No, cancel. You can drag it here, I'll bet. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you can drag it to see how it's going to stitch. All right, and there it goes. Now it's going to do the wishbone, and then it's going to do his hands, and it's all done. Okay, so now you have, if I go back over to I gotta open it up, hang on. If I go back over to my files, File Explorer, and I go to Embroidery, and I go to Gnome, and I go back to the wishbone, and I go back to the, is it the 4x4? Yes, here it is. Here's the JEF file right here. Okay, so if my software does not allow me to save in all these different file formats for the different machines. So I give you everything that I'm able to do in my software. All right, I hope this helps some of you. I know some of the machine software can be very intimidating, but if you can open it, so let me just show you something. So I'm going to open my software. If you open your software that you have, and you just open the design, let me go to, is this the one? That's the applique. Fill. All right, so here's that same software from Embroidery Tool. I already shut it down. All right, so if I wanted to watch it stitch, it does the same, and I can drag it and make it go faster. And you see the same stitch out that you saw in Embroidery Tool Shed. So at least you have an idea of what that design, how that design is going to stitch. All right. I hope that helps. If y'all have any questions, post below, send me a message, whatever. I'll be glad to help you. Thank you for watching, and have a good evening.